Hi, Renny.
Hi.
So, for our last session, I know that we were going over your relationship and school, and especially dealing with school, home, and your boyfriend. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're also just going to talk about your daily stuff and how's everything been going, and anything that you want to bring up today that we can discuss and maybe we can work through together. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So what would you like to say today? Like of how are you feeling lately?
Well, lately I've just been really tired from working a lot. And like I also ended up breaking up with my boyfriend. So that's been a lot for me lately.
Okay, that sounds stressful. So you guys did end up breaking up?
I did. I ended up talking to him and I just we realized that we weren't in the same place and he just wasn't really giving as much effort and we ended up breaking up. So,
That must be really hard for you. Um, so how are you really feeling about that?
um, I've honestly just been really sad and I don't know if I've really thought about it. I've just been working a lot. But my life doesn't really feel the same without him. Especially after dating so many years. I've definitely I guess gotten used to having his company, so not having him has um, just made me sad a lot.
Oh, so you really just been keeping yourself busy. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I've just been working a lot of shifts lately.
Well, you stated that you're sad. Is there anything that you've been doing besides working to maybe um, boost up some feelings and maybe something fun that you used to like?
Um, Honestly, not really. I really just worked, just trying not to think about it. Um, and then I'll go home and go to sleep and then go back to work.
Okay, so you're really into a pattern right now.
I guess so, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I know that you guys were together for a very long time, as you've stated already, but is there anything that you guys did together that you might be able to do alone to make certain feelings change of that sadness?
Um, I don't really know. I just feel like if I do anything, it'll just remind me too much of him. Um, and then I just don't know if I really want to if I'm ready to move on, I guess.
Move on from him?
Yeah, and then just find myself, I guess, because like I said, having him for so many years, I've always thought of me and him, never just myself.
Okay, I understand. Are your friends, are they in the know that you guys ended up breaking up, or is this just been a new thing?
This is just very new, so I've kind of just kept to myself for now.
All right. Well, don't you think that maybe telling your friends would be maybe one of the next steps that you can do? That way they can help you through this hard change that you're going through?
Yeah, I just like I said, I feel like if I actually tell them, then it's something real that's actually happening, and I just find it really hard to let go.
Definitely. I understand. That's a very hard change, especially how long you guys were together. Well, what made you come up to the realization that it was time to end this relationship?
Um, like I was just we were talking and There's definitely been like a lot of changes like in our relationship, and I just feel like we were heading down different paths and wanting different things, and like we just weren't working as well as we used to, and like our communication was just really bad. So we just decided to break up and hopefully like just grow in the ways that we want to.
Alrighty. Um, I hear that you've stated, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys were in different paths. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What path do you think that he was going on, and what one you were? What was so different about it?
Um, I think he just really wanted to be like free and like have fun, like partying and going out like every night. And I just feel like I'm not at that stage in life anymore. Like, I really just want to focus on my studies and focus on getting my career started and, building my future.
Definitely. That seems like a miscommunication between you two.
Yeah. Um, it was just like hard because like having him like go out every night, like definitely wasn't helping me with my studying and trying to focus on my career.
Definitely. Did you end up talking to him before you guys came up with this realization together?
Um, I don't know if we like talked. I know like it was like the main like cause of like all of the arguments that we've had. So I think like when we like finally decided to break up, it was definitely like one of the things that I stated that like we were just too different.
Being different than someone, especially in a relationship, can tend to be difficult, especially if you guys don't have a common ground. So that understanding is what I'm hearing. What about the growth that you stated beforehand, that you want to grow in certain parts? Have you been able to see with this breakup that you're able to fulfill that?
I actually have. I feel like my energy is definitely going into my studies, and I've been seeing like my grades go up and like all of my assignments, like I've been getting better comments from my professors, so I like definitely see that like I'm doing better in my studies.
So there's definitely a positive outcome out of this sad situation, as I'm hearing that your grades are improving. So can't we say that that is a positive influence?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Alrighty. Well, even in the aspect of something sad, something good always comes out of it. At least I try to believe that to be so. So now that you're focusing more on your studies and your professors are noticing, what's the next step for you in your aspect of growth?
Um, I think it's going to be like looking into my internships for teaching, and also just finding out like where I want to go as a teacher, like what like district I want to study, work for, and like what grade I want to teach. Because I just like haven't really had the time to actually settle down and like think about that.
Alrighty. Well, do you think you have more time to focus on that discovery?
I definitely do. I've like been able to talk more to my professors, and like just get their opinions and talk about their experiences when they started teaching.
Okay. Do you have an actual internship in mind, that one that you might want more than another?
So right now, like I think I'm like leaning towards maybe a internship here in the Hillsborough County, over an internship in Miami-Dade County.
Oh, that's a very big difference in locations.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Miami-Dade County, so I've thought a lot about going back and helping my community there.
Oh, well, at least you'll have the community of somewhere you already know. But how long have you been in Tampa? Just for about the 4 years already?
Yeah, just about.
Alrighty, well then you do know both areas, which either way you'll be able to do a good job in that field. This internship are is it able to give you an insight in what your future would be like in the difference in counties?
Um, I'm not really sure. I really haven't like done a lot of like research for this for like these internships that I have to do. Um, but I definitely think it'll give me a better insight of like how I want to be as a teacher, and like how like what philosophies I see myself actually doing in a classroom.
Definitely. Well, it's always good to do some research, especially in something so imperative in your future like this. So you have a lot going on right now, especially with your internship. And I know that this breakup has been a little difficult, but I do see a lot of positives. Is there anything else in your life that is something huge that's happened lately?
Um, Honestly, maybe just because I've been working a lot, like I've been getting a lot of recognition at work, and my managers are really happy on the improvements I've made at work, and they've thought about moving me from cashier to maybe doing the sales floor.
That's a very big improvement. I know from our last conversation that the cashier position was not the best or the most one that you liked. So that's an improvement.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm not a fan of cashiering, but it is where we mostly all begin. So I had to show them that I was ready to be trained for a different position.
Wow, that's amazing. It sounds as if you're in the right direction that you're wanting, especially in this personal growth that you've stated today.
Yeah, I think it is.
Alrighty. Well, I know that with everything that's going on, you've had a lot of different changes and a lot of personal growth, as we just stated. Maybe in our next session, we can go over some pros and cons. I would love if maybe you could do a little bit of homework before our next section of just writing down some positive of improvements that you see and maybe some aspects of where else you would like to improve. That way we can see how far you have come and you're able to see it on paper as much as where else you want to grow in aspects. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
All right. In of course today's summary of today's agenda that we've been going through, I see that specifically you've had a very big difference in your relationship status and that you're not feeling so great about it. But even in that sad portion of a breakup, you have been seeing a lot of personal growth. Is that my understanding, whether it is in personal or even in your school?
It is.
Alrighty. Um, is there anything else that you would like to talk about today?
Um, no, I think that's really it.
Do you think you'll be able to fulfill that assignment for our next um, meeting?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need from me today? Maybe we can discuss or anything.
No.
Alrighty, well, okay. It was great talking to you today. I'm very happy with your improvements, and also I a little bit sad of your breakup, but I'm glad that you're seeing a lot of improvements personally and in your business life. If you have any other questions, you can call me again and before our next meeting, or we can just write it out for our next meeting. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too.